The world watched in disbelief, eyes glued to screens and ears tuned to radios. As news broke of a missing passenger plane, a scenario that seemed almost impossible in the modern age, it was March 8, 2014, a date that would be etched into history. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, or MH370, had vanished from radar screens without a trace. This, Boeing 777 carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members was en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, a routine flight that turned into a nightmare. Its disappearance quickly became one of the most baffling mysteries in aviation history, sparking a massive search effort. The initial disbelief soon turned into a frantic search, with nations uniting in a desperate bid to find the missing plane. Families of those on board clung to hope, their lives hanging in the balance as they awaited news. While authorities and experts around the world grappled with the impossible, trying to piece together the puzzle. How could a modern aircraft simply disappear without a trace? The question haunted everyone. The lack of answers only deepened the mystery, leaving the world in a state of confusion and sorrow. MH370's disappearance wasn't just a tragedy, it was an enigma that challenged our understanding of technology, aviation, and the vastness of the ocean. Experts analyzed data tirelessly, but the ocean kept its secrets. The world waited for answers, but the mystery of MH370 only grew more complex with time, leaving a lasting impact on aviation history and the hearts of those affected. MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. local time. The flight was routine, the weather was clear, there were no distress calls, everything seemed normal. The last communication from the cockpit was at 1:19 a.m. The co-pilot calmly acknowledged air traffic control instructions. Then, silence. At 1:21 a.m., the plane's transponder, which transmits its location, stopped functioning. This was unusual, but not necessarily alarming. Transponder failures can occur, and the plane was still visible on military radar. However, at 1:30 a.m., MH370 deviated from its planned flight path, turning west and disappearing from Malaysian military radar. The mystery had begun. The initial search efforts focused on the South China Sea, the area where contact was lost. Ships and aircraft from multiple countries scoured the waters, hoping to find any sign of the missing plane. Days turned into weeks, but the search yielded no results. The lack of a debris field puzzled investigators. In a typical plane crash, floating wreckage helps to narrow down the search area. But with MH370, there was nothing. It was as if the plane had vanished into thin air. As the search continued, investigators analyzed satellite data. This data, while not providing precise locations, indicated that MH370 continued flying for several hours after it disappeared from radar. More importantly, it suggested that the plane had turned south and flown toward the remote and unforgiving southern Indian Ocean. The satellite data provided a glimmer of hope, albeit a faint one. The search area, now thousands of miles from the initial location, posed formidable challenges. The southern Indian Ocean is known for its vastness, unpredictable weather, and treacherous currents. Despite the difficulties, a multinational effort led by Australia shifted its focus to this new area. Sophisticated sonar equipment was deployed to scan the ocean floor, searching for any trace of the missing plane. The search spanned thousands of square miles involving dozens of ships and aircraft, but the ocean held its secrets close. Months of intensive searching yielded no sign of MH370, testing the limits of technology and the resolve of those involved. Section 5. Fragments of a mystery debris findings. Just when hope seemed to dwindle, a breakthrough came in July 2015. A piece of debris, later confirmed to be a flaperon, a part of the wing, washed ashore on Reunion Island in the western Indian Ocean. This discovery offered the first tangible evidence that MH370 had indeed met a tragic end. Over the following months and years, more pieces of debris were found on islands and coastlines across the Indian Ocean. These fragments, some confirmed to be from MH370, provided crucial clues about the plane's final moments and its likely crash location. The debris discoveries, while heartbreaking, offered a glimmer of hope for the families of those on board. They served as a stark reminder of the tragedy, and fueled the ongoing quest for answers. Section 6. Theories and speculations, unraveling the puzzle. This section delves into the myriad of theories and speculations that have emerged in the wake of MH370's mysterious disappearance. The lack of a definitive explanation for MH370's disappearance gave rise to numerous theories and speculations. The world was left in a state of confusion and desperation, seeking answers to an enigma that seemed to defy logic. Some theories, grounded in scientific analysis, focused on mechanical failures, pilot actions, or even potential design flaws in the aircraft. Experts meticulously examined every piece of evidence, hoping to uncover a clue that would solve the mystery. Other theories suggested more sinister possibilities, such as a hijacking or sabotage. The idea that someone could have intentionally taken control of the plane added a layer of fear and uncertainty. More speculative theories ranged from meteor strikes to elaborate government cover-ups. These ideas, while less grounded in evidence, captured the imagination of the public and fueled endless debates. One prominent theory suggested a deliberate act by the pilot. This theory gained traction due to the plane's deliberate course change, which seemed to indicate a controlled maneuver rather than an accident. The deliberate course change was a critical piece of evidence that led many to believe in the pilot's involvement. However, this theory also raised more questions than it answered. The lack of a distress call further complicated the situation. If the pilot had indeed taken control, why was there no communication? This silence added to the mystery and left investigators puzzled. However, there was no clear motive, and those who knew the pilot found it hard to believe. Friends and family described the pilot as a dedicated professional, making the theory even more difficult to accept. The emotional toll on the pilot's loved ones was immense. They struggled to reconcile the man they knew with the theories being proposed. This personal aspect added a human dimension to the tragedy. Other theories explored the possibility of a catastrophic mechanical failure, a sudden decompression, or even a fire that disabled the crew. These scenarios, while plausible, still left many questions unanswered. A fire on board could have incapacitated the crew, leaving the plane to fly on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. This theory, while tragic, seemed to fit some of the available evidence. The idea of the plane flying on autopilot until it ran out of fuel was both haunting and plausible. It painted a picture of a ghost flight, silently traversing the skies until its inevitable end. Despite the abundance of theories, none fully explained all the available evidence. Each theory had its strengths and weaknesses, but none could provide a complete picture of what happened to MH370. The mystery of MH370 remained unsolved, leaving the world to grapple with questions that might never have definitive answers. The search for truth continued, driven by the hope that one day, the puzzle would be unraveled. Until then, the story of MH370 serves as a poignant reminder of the uncertainties of life and the enduring quest for understanding in the face of the unknown. Section 7, The Search Continues, A Glimmer of Hope. Despite the setbacks in the passage of time, the search for MH370 never truly ended. The disappearance of the flight remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time, and the determination to uncover the truth has only grown stronger with each passing year. Driven by a commitment to finding answers and providing closure to the families, new searches were launched, each building on previous efforts and incorporating new data and technology. The families of the missing passengers have been relentless in their pursuit of answers, attending meetings, advocating for continued searches, and keeping the memory of their loved ones alive. In 2018, Ocean Infinity, a private company, conducted an extensive search using advanced underwater autonomous vehicles. These vehicles were capable of scanning the ocean floor with unprecedented precision, offering new hope in the quest to locate the missing aircraft. While this search did not locate the wreckage, it covered a significant area and further narrowed down the potential search zone. The data collected during this mission has been invaluable, providing new insights and guiding future search efforts. As of 2024, plans are underway for a renewed search effort in 2025, utilizing cutting-edge technology and focusing on a promising area identified through refined drift analysis. This new search will leverage the latest advancements in sonar mapping, underwater drones, and data analytics to maximize the chances of success. This renewed effort offers a glimmer of hope, however faint, that the mystery of MH370 might finally be solved. The families, the search teams, and the world continue to hold on to that hope, believing that one day, the answers will be found and the mystery will be laid to rest. Section 8. The impact on aviation safety. The disappearance of MH370 sent shockwaves through the aviation industry, prompting a reassessment of safety procedures and technologies. The tragedy highlighted vulnerabilities in aircraft tracking systems and the need for improved communication protocols. In the aftermath of MH370, the International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, implemented new regulations requiring airlines to track aircraft more frequently and improve the accessibility of flight data recorders, commonly known as black boxes. These changes, while unable to rewrite the past, aimed to prevent similar incidents in the future and enhance the safety of air travel for everyone. The legacy of MH370, in part, lives on in these crucial improvements to global aviation safety. Section 9. A lasting mystery. Years after MH370 vanished, the world continues to be captivated by its mystery. The lack of a definitive explanation, the unimaginable loss of life, and the relentless pursuit of answers have left an enduring mark on our collective consciousness. The disappearance of MH370 serves as a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of the natural world. It highlights the limits of our technology and the enduring mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of our planet. While the search for answers continues, the story of MH370 stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. It reminds us of the importance of hope, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of truth, even in the absence of easy answers.